Hi, I'm Wade.
And I'm Lorraine.
And we are
On the off-ramp.
And today's video is going to cover a few different topics and a few different regions we've seen. First, some of the troubles we've seen.
Well, let's just say that we often close our videos with the hold your plans loosely. I think it's time for us to say, don't hold your plans too loosely. And I think that's what we did. We held our plans too loosely.
So in part of the video, we're going to talk about some of the camping areas that we missed or that we didn't have a place to go. And we'll tell you more about that later as the video goes on.
I call that the boondocking struggles, right?
And another one is trusting your Google Maps. Sometimes we put too much reliance on it and we forget our settings. So we'll give you more information on that as well.
That was, I would say, a pretty big mishap in terms of where we ended up. So you got to watch that.
Well, we ended up in the right place.
Well, yeah, shows our naivety about the place, though. So you got to watch this.
We're leaving Mesa, so we're heading towards Sedona and then into a little town called Payson. And then we actually hit the Route 66 through Flagstaff for a little bit.
Yeah, you know, we did a little off, not the main highways to get to Grand Canyon. But basically in this video, we're going from Mesa to Grand Canyon and taking you along with us. And we're taking you off the highways, and in one case, quite off the highway.
Yeah, so no interstate rides on this one. So stay tuned and listen up.
Wade said I was supposed to say the commander-in-chief is walking into his store. He's on the hunt for as if you follow our channel, you know very well that he's looking for dark chocolate Milky Way bars, which are hard to find, but they're often available in Dollar General. And here he comes, looking very successful.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so you found it?
I found it. I walked inside and the young girl looks at me. She says, "You must really hate these things to buy them out like that."
How many did you have in your hand?
Just a few.
Just a few.
And I said, "No, these are really good, but they're hard to find." And I said, "I now say that Dollar General is my dealer." And she burst out laughing.
I'd say, because that's all you walk in there for.
Yeah.
I don't even go into Dollar General. I would say Wade Kaler is the Canadian with the most frequent visits to Dollar General. If there's a stat, that's it.
To be fair, we've bought paper towel and cleaning products and
there's lots more.
Even some granola cereals we bought.
But our main target is the Milky Way bars. And it's dark. It's got to be Milky Way Midnight, which are hard to find. And to top it off, if you don't know this, they're not available in Canada.
It was grocery shopping trip day today, and we stopped in a little town called Deming at a grocery store called Pepper's Market. Nice little store, I really liked it. And a special shout out to Lillian, who came and said hi, and she'd seen her van and she came and said hi. So thanks for saying hi.
This is the number 70 on our way to Apache Junction. We're taking it instead of the number 10. It's quiet, it's 2-lane, and a good route.
And we're almost at the New Mexico-Arizona border, 1.5 miles.
Welcome to Arizona. Queen Creek Tunnel from 1952.
Well, Lorraine and I we misjudged how easy it was going to be to boondock in the Mesa area. We have booked 2 nights at the KOA, which is just across the road from us. We'd booked 2 nights there that we're going to be meeting Alan Val at, but that's later on. That's for the 1st and 2nd of April. We got here on the 29th. And we thought, well, this will be easy. We'll just find a place to boondock. We got 2 nights camping at Dutchman State Park. We're looking forward to that, but we needed 1 more night. So we went to see if we could park at a Walmart or at Bass Pro Shop or at Cracker Barrel. And we found out that in Mesa, it is against the law to park overnight on parking lots. So we parked on this gravel parking lot. It's just a deserted lot that's for sale right now. And it's right across from the KOA. So it has been used a few times, just not by us.
This is like why we do this. Take a look at this. We are in, oh boy, we are in
Dutchman State Park.
Oh yeah, Dutchman State Park. That's our view. And it's not like unusual for having Wade making omelets for breakfast. He does that most mornings, whether we're home or traveling, but it just smells so good outdoors and in this setting. This time.
By the way, a great way to store your oil is in an old mayonnaise container.
He's finding that very handy. That is his kitchen contribution.
Yeah, one of them.
One of many, actually. I think I'm going to put a tablecloth on this table because it looks like someone was standing on here last night. Was that you?
Could have been.
Could have been. Look at that.
It's a kilometer from down there.
It felt like that. Who is Wade talking to? Did you hear that? Coke is better than Pepsi. Oh.
If only they could produce.
Oh, that can looks
drink.
great.
A drink.
Look at this.
If they could produce a drink.
This is like magnets. I'm being pushed away.
And if you wonder what our next video is about, it is with these camping and traveling buddies. This is the start of our next adventure with these guys. Right, Wade?
Buyer beware.
Bye. Yeah. Watch if you dare. The journey begins. There's the Ginters. Now we're on our true leg of the Utah trip. All right, see you. Oh,
Lunchtime.
looks yummy. You ready for this, hon?
Things don't always quite go according to plan. We were planning on boondocking and staying on BLM land, but the snow and the rain had fallen and did not allow us to, it was too muddy to get onto the site. So we ended up at a rest stop for overnight. They say no camping, but they do say you can stay overnight. But if you got a trailer, you leave it hooked up and you don't put any slides out or anything else out. So we're staying at a rest stop tonight just outside of Sedona, and then heading to the Grand Canyon tomorrow. We are excited about that. And this is what we woke up to first thing in the morning. It's beautiful. And now we're off to Flagstaff and then the Grand Canyon. Driving in between Sedona and Flagstaff, and this is what we are experiencing. There's Alvin and Val's van. We've had a few little rock slides on the road already. We've stopped at the Oak Creek Vista, which is in between Sedona and Flagstaff, and the view has been just tremendous.
So if you watched our last video, you saw us explaining these bundles of growth on top of the trees, and the locals told us it was mistletoe. We explained this to Alvin and Val, and they took the opportunity to show us what mistletoe is for.
Continue on historic Route 66 for 3 kilometers.
On our way to the Grand Canyon.
On our way to the Grand Canyon, and we're on highway, I can't remember. It's a
180.
At 180, it's a lesser road to travel on to get to Grand Canyon because we like the scenic view. And we're just going through the snow bowl of Arizona. And yeah, we're hitting snow. We are hitting it all. Heading to Mather Point View because we're following Google Maps. This is a little bit of off-roading to get there.
We are interrupting our current video to bring you an important update.
So we put in Mather Point. We find information that it's the best place to see.
I thought it was an off-grid or an off the normal rail,
Like-
off the normal
Like
track.
a non-touristy kind of stop, because that's how little homework we did. So we're going off to Mather Point,
At the Grand Canyon.
and the best viewing spot of Grand Canyon. Great. So when we turn off onto this, I don't know, BLM road, gravel road, dirt road,
We were quite excited.
and even on that, it was a very scenic drive, very bumpy. Thank goodness it was dry. And we also saw lots of spots that we could pull over and camp later. We keep driving, and suddenly we're in town.
We're in the town of the Grand Canyon Village.
And we're in the big parking lots, and we're going, what?
So basically, we trusted our Google Maps. I put Mather Point in there. I had one setting on my map that I
Well-
should have changed.
This was user error.
It was operator error.
Operator error for sure.
We usually take the tolls off. We don't want our tolls on when we're using Google
Yeah,
Maps
'cause
because
we-
we want to stay off the toll roads. We want to go on the side roads and that. However, if you're driving into a national park, if you have to pay a national park fee, that's considered a toll road.
We ended up being directed to avoid the tolls onto this gravel road.
In the sense, we got into Grand Canyon National Park for free. We'd already bought our pass, so we have an annual pass. But
We already had the pass.
America the Beautiful pass. So if you are traveling, watch your toll settings on your Google Maps.
Particularly when going into national parks or roads that are scenic routes through national parks. We took a bit of a roundabout drive. A little off-roading Google Maps mishap, but hey, we had a great view.
We got
And
into
now-
the park for free,
Yeah.
even though we bought a pass.
Yeah. And now here we are with our first view of the Grand Canyon.
Oh my, come take a look at that.
Oh, Ginters, what do you think? Oh, okay, we've got such a cloudy kind of day, but the other side of the rim, we're looking across. Mather Point has lots of different viewpoints and lots of good fencing so that you can look at the Grand Canyon from lots of different angles. It's pretty incredible.
There we go. I mean, look at the Colorado River. You can see just a peaceful lake down there. And the green. When you do come to Grand Canyon National Park, try to take that scenic drive that goes east of the park. There are many stop-offs and you can get many different views of the park and of the Grand Canyon itself. And there are also many opportunities for hiking. We did not have time to go hiking this time around, but you could see by the number of cars at each trailhead that there were a lot of opportunities to go hiking. So take the time to do that.
What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars.
The Desert View Stop-Off and the Watchtower are the easternmost developed areas of the south rim of the park. This tower was built in 1932.
Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope. Fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away. Standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere. Maybe there is a star with your name. One thing I know is that there should be.
Oh, there you are. We didn't know which direction you went. Thought you fell off. Oh, okay. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna go like this. Can we see that shot? Wait for the picture to come in. All right.
Yeah.
Looks good. Oh man, we are so lucky that the sky cleared. There was lots of snow in this area just before we drove up it. And the clouds moved away and we get these gorgeous views.
Dreaming of you. I'm dreaming of you. I'm dreaming of you. I'm dreaming of you. What if the world had more of your smile?
Oh, good.
What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no
The light isn't the same.
It's kind of easy down
Yeah.
there, so.
Ah, this is a great place for. We never know when we'll be back here. Thanks for joining us on our video. I'm hoping you've subscribed and I'm hoping that you leave us a message about the places you've been anywhere in the areas we have.
And if you have questions, feel free to send us a note. We'd love to answer your questions or ponder them with you if we don't have the answers.
And join us as we travel along with Alvin and Val. It's been so great to be able to do this with these very good friends.
So Grand Canyon has been accomplished, but now we're heading off into Page, Arizona, and the Powell Recreation Center and the Glen Canyon Dam.
Wow, there's so much that we did. We didn't even get into Utah, which is kind of our goal, but there we go. Stay with us.
Yeah, and then from there we'll head off into Utah and start showing you some of the beautiful parks and some of the beautiful things that we're seeing in Utah as well.
And as we've learned from this trip, this last while, we know to hold our plans loosely, but not too loosely.
Yeah.